I'm doing intermittent fasting now. I've been doing this for about a year now, and I feel fantastic. So my method that I'm using right now is I'm doing the 20 hours of no eating whatsoever, and then 4 hours of eating whatever the heck I want. So intermittent fasting is you're not really focusing on what to eat, but you're kind of focusing on the hours that you do eat. Doing this has a ton of different benefits. One of the main benefits is weight loss. You will actually lose weight if you do this correctly. All throughout history, when we were hunter-gatherers, hundreds of thousands of years ago, we weren't eating 3 meals a day. We had to go out and catch the food. We had to go and hunt it. We had to go and pick berries and fruits from trees and, harvest vegetables. Like that's what we were doing before as hunter-gatherers. And we didn't have the luxury to eat every 3 or 4 hours. So our bodies naturally developed a tolerance for not eating. That's why you may notice if you actually start doing intermittent fasting, you're not going to really want food anymore until you have to eat. So back before I started doing intermittent fasting, I would get really hungry every 3 or 4 hours. Then I stopped eating for 20 hours throughout the day, and I don't get hungry again until maybe like 3 or 4 hours before dinner time, which is a pretty cool feeling because I don't get groggy anymore. That's one of the best benefits I think to intermittent fasting is obviously after you eat a big lunch, you're going to get super groggy and tired because your body's going to be digesting all of that food. I don't get that midday crash after eating a big lunch. Not at all. Even if you eat a small lunch, you're still going to feel it a little bit because your body has to take a lot of energy to digest all of that food. So the benefits to not eating any kind of lunch or breakfast at all is I have constant energy levels throughout the entire day. My energy starts really, really high when I wake up, and then I don't get that crash, when I eat lunch or breakfast or anything like that. That's not happening whatsoever. So my energy stays here throughout the entire day, and it never goes down at all. This is the same thing when you stop eating food before you go to bed, which I also highly suggest. If you go to bed on a full stomach, you're going to have a terrible night's sleep compared to if you went to bed on an empty stomach. Most experts suggest not eating 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. This way, your body can digest most of that food before you fall asleep. And then you could use most of your energy to repair your body while you're sleeping. Me personally, I work 16 hours a day, so I'm working a lot, so my body's using up that crucial energy that it would have otherwise used to digest my food if I ate breakfast or lunch, and I'm using that for work. Intermittent fasting can have an incredible impact on weight loss too. Think about it. If you're not eating multiple meals throughout the day, you're probably not going to eat as much as you normally would have. If you eat 3 meals throughout the day and you have multiple snacks throughout the day, you're probably going to be having a lot more calories than if you just ate one big meal at nighttime. I don't recommend eating breakfast and then not eating throughout the day and then doing it that way. I think going the entire day without eating any kind of breakfast or lunch and just eating dinner, I think that's the best method. I've tried all the different methods, and personally, that's the best one that worked for me. So you're not going to be eating as many calories throughout the day. When it comes time to eat at 6 o'clock at night or whatever you choose to do, you're going to eat a normal meal, maybe a little bit more than you normally would have, maybe like a meal and a half or 2 meals or something like that. Your calorie intake is still going to be less than what it would have if you had eaten breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus multiple snacks throughout the day. So dinner for me is like a reward. I've just worked a really, really hard and long day, and my reward for working this hard is dinner. So I basically get to eat whatever I want. I don't follow any kind of crazy diets. I'm not doing like the carnivore diet, or I'm not doing any kind of vegetable or fruit diet or any kind of carb diet, nothing like that. I'm eating whatever I want, whenever I want, if it's between 6 o'clock at night until 10 o'clock at night. Then I can basically eat whatever I want. So during your fasting period, your body depletes its glycogen stores and starts relying on stored fats to burn energy. So instead of actually using all of that food that you're eating, it relies on all that extra fat that you have on your body, and it's going to start consuming that to give you energy. Now, this is going to actually lead to weight loss, which is a big goal that most Americans have right now. Intermittent fasting can reduce markers of inflammation in the body, which is really, really good because you don't want to have inflammation going on in your body. If you do, it can lead to a lot of cardiovascular diseases such as type 2 diabetes, and it will put you at risk for certain cancers. So intermittent fasting has been linked to a protein in your brain that will increase cognitive functions. This is a nootropic in your brain called BDNF. This may potentially have benefits for memory, focus, and overall brain function. The body removes damaged cells and promotes cellular healing. Another benefit I found is you don't have to have as many meals, so you're not gonna have to do as much meal prep or meal planning. So if you're like me and you're working all throughout the day and you don't have time to cook or even go out and get food, intermittent fasting can really help because you're not eating 3 times throughout the day. So all you have to do is worry about one big meal and one big meal only. You don't have to worry about going for breakfast, for lunch, for snacks, all this other stuff. No. You don't have to worry about any of that. All you do is eat one time throughout the day. So this can seriously cut down on the amount of time you have to spend cooking your meals. Imagine this. You have to go and make breakfast. Maybe you're making eggs, bacon, toast, hash browns, whatever you're doing for breakfast. That takes up time, at least 20, 30 minutes just for that alone. Then you got to eat the food. Then you got to go and get lunch. Maybe you don't want to cook lunch. Maybe you go out and grab a sandwich. You got to wait in line because it's 12 o'clock and there's a million people in line. So now you're sitting there for 30 minutes, waiting in line, waiting for them to make your sandwich. Then you got to go and eat it. All this extra time that you're going to be saving, not doing breakfast or lunch, this can be used working, trying to better yourself, trying to make yourself more successful. So instead of doing all that eating, I'm actually working throughout the day and I'm not worrying about, oh, where's my next meal going to come from? I'm worrying about where's my next deal going to come from and how I'm going to make more money throughout the day. All these benefits that I've been talking about, the increased energy levels, the weight loss, not having to spend extra time on meal preps and eating food throughout the daytime, increased cognitive functions like increased brain health, lowering your risk for certain metabolic diseases. All of these benefits to intermittent fasting, to me, outweigh the little bit of extra hunger that I'm gonna feel throughout the day because like I said, I don't really get hungry until towards the later portion of the daytime. So I've been doing intermittent fasting for about a year now and I feel incredible. I definitely feel way better than before I started doing intermittent fasting because now my body's actually getting used to this, so I'm not craving all these meals anymore, which is pretty awesome. Intermittent fasting is not for everybody though. Some people need the energy. Like if you work out really, really hard during the daytime, let's say you go to the gym for 2 hours, I don't advise not eating for like 8 hours after that. I think, you should probably eat some food after that because you're gonna get so lightheaded and you're gonna feel dizzy and you're gonna kind of lose some of the benefits from doing an intense workout. So for me, I kind of do a workout right before dinner time. And for me, that works really well. So I don't suggest going an entire day doing a massive workout and then not eating food for like 8 hours after that. I don't think that's really gonna be too beneficial to you. So for me, I kind of plan my workouts right before I eat dinner. This way I can go and work out for like a half an hour before dinner time, and I don't get dizzy or lightheaded or any kind of feelings like that. So I'm filming this video right now before dinner and I'm getting extremely hungry, so I cannot wait to go and eat right now. So that's what I'm about to do next. Fasting has really improved my quality of life and I really enjoy doing it every single day. I haven't actually broken my fast for almost 6 months now. I think that was the last time I ate during the daytime, which is pretty cool. I hope you guys give it a shot and let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know your thoughts on intermittent fasting and if you do it too and what your method is. Definitely stay tuned for the next videos. I'm going to be dropping a video 3 times a week, Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and stay tuned until next time. All right, I think that was pretty good actually. All right.